That's really nasty. Why does it sound like a barbarian and just like a really low intelligence rogue? So ZacSpeaksGiant. So we'll check his out.
This was a wrap up for a module we were playing, but I had fun the whole way. I played Crod, the half-orc rogue, with a flail because in Pathfinder, just about any weapon can get sneak attack damage. Crod is over 7 feet tall and speaks in the third person whenever he thinks someone is watching. Said to the paladin, Crod suggests you look the other way while he's shopping. He wasn't dumb, but people never expect the idiot to be running a crime ring. Crod was a good stealth guy, but he shined in intimidation, plus 13 at level 3. This made for great moments as the game went on. The first time he was sneaking around, I fumbled his
So it didn't say what okay, it says this because in Pathfinder, it didn't say like he was a rogue or anything, right? So, okay. So the first time he was sneaking around, I fumbled his stealth roll. Okay.
Stealth roll. I looked at the GM. Crod rears up and screams at the top of his lungs, "You know, see, Crod!" I critted the roll. That was
okay. That would remind me of is it Bola? Like Umbola from the Calamity from the Critical Role. It was Sam Riegel's characters. Oh yeah, introduced. I'll just put it here so you can see what I'm talking about.
Her name is Bolo, I think. She's a friend of a friend. We were sort of set up. She's gorgeous, isn't she?
Nice to meet you, Ambola.
That just reminded me of that and a little bit of Grog too. Crod, Grog, maybe that. So crit of the roll.
was Crod. One of his quotes was, "Only two things see Crod, dead things and things that know better than to admit it."
Nothing wrong. Nope.
At the end of the module, my group is breaking up a local cult and we get caught in the middle of leadership while trying to steal incriminating documents. So we fight and against all odds defeat the leadership and then mask Golem. It helped when Crod kneecapped it with a sneak attack with his two-handed flail.
So that's it.
Crod's standing over the cult leader and gives his BBEG last words. "I should have known you were unbelievers from the start." Crod always considered self-militant agnostic. Crod not really know what to believe. And he is very frustrated with that. Crunch. Good old Crod.
Just gets super mad out of nowhere.
Still, one of my favorite moments is when I had to ad-lib a distraction. The group had infiltrated the earlier mentioned cult and were being processed. Our mage wanted to sneak off to check on some enchantment or another, and I volunteered to keep their attention. The GM smirks and says, "Okay, what do you do?" Crod tells an entertaining story to distract the acolytes. "Okay, tell me a story. No roll, tell me the story." Okay, Crod gets them talking about themselves and eventually says, Crod had lots of jobs before coming here. Bouncer, bodyguard, gigolo, city guard. A gigolo? Yep. Crod was kept man for noble lady. She get off on Crod not being fancy. Crod had to quit though. Why did you quit? Fancy pants suitor get mad at Crod for taking his woman, challenged Crod to duel, then Crod killed him. And she kicked you out? No, noble lady get off on that too. Police get real mad though. But duel's illegal. Yes, but only if you kill man during the duel. You killed him outside of the duel? Well, fancy pants tell Crod to choose weapon. Crod choose surprise.
Oh man, that's kind of nasty. That's really nasty. Why does it sound like a barbarian and like just like a really low intelligence rogue? You know what I mean? Like it sounds like we're listening to the story of a barbarian, but it's maybe it's a mix. Maybe it's a multi-class, right? Just like barbarian rogue. Those are common. Those are out there, right?
Crod had a lot of fun in a short set of campaigns. At one point, Crod is hanging out with his group as we travel by river. When the GM notes that we are passing another boat, he asked us where we were. I said Crod was in the crow's nest. The boat is too small. There is no crow's nest. He built one. You can't build a crow's nest. I haven't chosen a craft skill yet. Crod is carpenter in free time. He enjoy working with hands in a way that doesn't require he put down tarp first. You have no tools. Crod glares at some spare planks until they know better than not to be crow's nest. I rolled to intimidate the wood. GM. Roll it.
Yeah, like I would be like, what the, you know what I mean? Like that's that's a little bit. I mean, it's funny. It's fun, definitely a funny moment.
Crod now has the craft skill Angry Carpenter.
That's nice. That's really cool that the DM was like, that's hilarious. They probably freaking critted and all of a sudden like, okay, now you are the best angry carpenter out there. It's like, you know, I cast fist type of feels there. So that's awesome. So cool. I think it was just something else here at the end.
That was Crod. One of his quotes was, only
some bloopers there. It reminds me a lot of Grog, probably because it rhymes with it's a Grog from Critical Role. But yeah, he's just straight up nasty. Not nasty, he's a good guy. It reminds me of his actions are literal, the same way that a lizard folk would take your words literal. You know what I mean? For those who play lizard folks out there.